Hey there folks, this is Lucifer Lake of Warden coming back at you with another video. And okay, so first off, forgive my rather bedraggled appearance. I did just get out of the shower, and lo and behold, I get this notification on my phone. And it's really interesting. It's a video from a woman named Deborah Virtue, who is apparently an uber Christian pusher. I want to call her an uber Christian pusher. She's an uber Christian. And forgive me, it is late at night. I can't get into my room right now to get my stand and just sit down and film this. So I'm going to be filming it moving around. As you can see, I am in the black parlor right now. And, you know, I got my items. I don't know if you can actually see them over my shoulder right now. This is not good lighting to actually see my bookcase or anything. So I am actually in the black parlor right now, and I get this notification as I get out of the shower for a YouTube video from a woman named Deborah Virtue, and it's a video on why people should not be reading Harry Potter. Apparently it's warning about things, and she has this guy that she's talking to. They're Skyping with each other or whatnot, and it's like an interview. I didn't watch more than 3 minutes of this video, and I just turned it off. And I'm going to be quite honest, you know, I may sit down and watch it, but this idiot, this man, his name is like Brother Matthew, Instructor Matthew. He's sitting there claiming that he was an instructor in witchcraft and the occult and paganism. And this is just going to show you on how big of an idiot this guy actually is. He made one huge mistake that just clearly, to any occult practitioner, I don't care if you're a Wiccan, heathen, Norse pagan, whatever, or even especially if you are a Satanist, okay? He said, if you're a Christian, you're not going to go to the high church of Satan out in San Francisco and participate in one of Anton LaVey's rituals. This guy is such an idiot on what he doesn't know a damn thing of what he's talking about. The moron clearly does not know that it's not called the High Church Satan, nor is it actually located in San Francisco anymore. The Church Satan is actually located in Poughkeepsie, New York. All right, and Anton LaVey has been dead since 1997. Yeah. Anton LaVey has been dead for over 2 decades now. Over 2 decades. And this guy clearly doesn't even know this. You know, it was all over the news when Anton LaVey died. I remember seeing that on the news. And this moron, this Brother Matthew, this former witchcraft instructor, wants to sit there and say he's still alive, that shit is still going on. That's just clearly showing his ineptitude. He's saying that he had many familiars, and that he instructed people in how to conjure spirits. Yeah. I went through 3 years of hardcore, classically trained Alexandrian Gardnerian Wiccan apprenticeship to a very large coven, one of the largest, and has direct ties to Dr. Gerald Gardner. Okay, I can trace my Wiccan lineage to Dr. Gerald Gardner directly through my instructors and whatnot. This guy clearly can't, and that's not something that a lot of Wiccans nowadays can say. A lot of them, they go to the store, the bookshop and whatnot, or they go on Amazon, they order in all these different things. But there's only a handful of books out there that is direct teachings from Dr. Gerald Gardner. And a lot of them do end up getting these books, and so they get some of that direct knowledge, which is great. But in reality, they're not going to get that sort of experience, which, is fine. But it's you can't sit there and say that you were classically trained. I can. Not a lot of people can. People who belong to the large old school covens, the Alexandrian, the Gardnerians, or the combo of Alexandrian Gardnerianism, which is very common actually. That happens quite a bit. Buckland was one of them and whatnot, and the two get along great. The two systems do get along great and they mesh well together. But most people, they're Dianic or whatnot, and it's very over-feminized now. Traditional Wicca is actually a balance between male and female, and that's how it's supposed to be. But this guy, he's sitting there and he's motor-mouthing, and the moment he starts calling it the High Church of Satan, that's actually a really good name for an organization. I don't think any satanic organization has ever called themselves the High Church of Satan. That's a really cool name and whatnot. We've had the Church of Satan, we've had First Satanic Church, we've had Temple of Set. Hell, we have the Satanic Temple, which, as I always say, is not real Satanists. They are communist, lefty wannabes, but we're not going to get into that whole spiel now. And of course, you can look right behind me, and you can see my ritual area. You can see my, I have everything on my altar is very spared down. I don't know if you can actually see that and whatnot. But we're not the High Church of Satan. Peter H. Gilmore, who runs the Church of Satan, not the High Church of Satan. Peter H. Gilmore is probably one of the few guys right now that actually has the mantle of Black Pope, or I'm not going to say that he actually deserves it, but he has the mantle. I've met the man. I don't like him on a personal level. I'm not going to say he's a bad person. I just don't like the energy and the vibrations that come off him. In general, I don't agree with him on a very fundamental level, but he is a Satanist. He is, a representation of one form of Satanism, and I applaud him for that, and he has my respect for that. I just, on a personal level, do not get along with him. And, that's fine. That's fine. We're allowed to not get along with each other in a lot of ways. But you're not going to sit here and say the High Church of Satan. This is typical Christian behavior. Excuse me. This is typical Christian behavior, where they start running their mouths and they try to make claims that, this person is a born-again Christian. They used to be in the occult arts, where the most that they probably did was picked up a tarot card deck in a bookstore or flipped through a book at a friend's house or something, and suddenly they're a witch. They're born again now, but they used to be a witch. They used to do all this stuff. Yeah, fucking bullshit. People can look right behind me here. They can see that I'm not a joke. They can look on my channel. They can see rituals that I've done. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm a born-again Christian, this is what I used to do. But if I did do that, if I did decide to jump to Christianity, I would have the videos to show and back my ass up and back up what I claim. Most of these people, they're just motor mouths. They're Christian wannabes trying to make you think that they're one of us, or used to be one of us. They weren't. There is precious few Satanists in the world that have actually jumped ship and reconverted to Christianity. There was one guy in recent years for the Greater Church of Lucifer, when that was in effect. Now they're called, I believe, the Order of the Light Bearers or something. Something like that. And he was one of the founding members of the Greater Church of Lucifer, and suddenly he found God. He left the Greater Church of Lucifer. He's one of the few people who can actually have a legit claim to it and actually have real backup to prove what he was talking about. This Matthew guy has nothing. This Deborah Virtue woman, she's a crock of shit until proven otherwise. And I'm going to tell any freaking pagan out there, I don't care what kind of Satanist you are. I don't care what kind of Wiccan you are. I don't care what kind of heathen, pagan, whatever you are. You start hearing these Christians mouthing off that, oh, I was this, I was that, and I came back to God and all this other shit. Don't fucking believe them. Because 9 times out of 10, this is all they are. Mouths running. And you wait for those key moments when you fall back on your training, fall back on your book learning. Okay? Every single one of us has a library of actual occult books. Ours is actually very sizable. We don't have the full thing up in here. What we have up in here is only a fraction devoted to the dark arts, devoted to Satanism. We have stuff for Wicca, paganism, hoodoo, Hindu religion. We have all sorts of stuff all over the place. And, you know, any pagan, any occultist worth their salt will have such a library. And moment they utter one single little iota of a misstep in that, go reference it in your books. You have a great encyclopedia called the Internet at your service. Go look it up. Go do the research for yourselves. Research these individuals and find out what kind of charlatans they are. Do not believe them when they say that God loves you, that they used to be like you, that they used to be a witch. They were never like you. If you're a Wiccan and you're devoted to the goddess and the god, the horned one, then be so. Fall back on their temperance. If you're a Satanist, look to your own inner knowledge. Look to your own black flame. Go study and trust your instincts. If you're a heathen pagan, cast your runes, whatever you need to do. I don't know what heathens and pagans do, to be quite honest. You know, in those veins, the Norse pagans and Norse heathens, I don't know fully what they do. They have their own systems. But go trust those systems and do your research. Always, we Satanists always have a very firm saying that from Anton LaVey: question everything. And that is a very sound principle to be following, especially when dealing with wannabe Christians who want to sit there and say Harry Potter is a gateway and whatnot. J.K. Rowling did her research into the occult and has even said that almost 1/3 of the books are based on actual occult knowledge. Well, no shit. If you want any sort of true ring to your novels and books, you're going to do the research into the actual thing, into the history and lore. So half of the things that she's talking about under, like Bogarts, Red Caps, Hinky Pucks, and whatnot, Kelpie, she mentions all these things. It's all based on actual lore. Some of it is based on British legends. The British Isles is filled with these legends. The legends like of the Black Shuck, legends of Loch Ness, so on, so forth. You know, there's Moors, the Dartmoor Beast. It's all over the place. The ghosts, Yeah, the ghosts throughout Harry Potter. I can tell you right now, Britain is filled with haunted locations, especially the Tower of London. And a lot of the ghostly legends from the Tower of London inspired the ghosts of Harry Potter. So, when I see this woman starting up her video by showing some young girl or whatnot who's supposedly now a born-again Christian burning her Harry Potter books, her journals and whatnot that she kept supposedly real spells in, it's not true. And one thing that they were claiming in this, give me 1 second here. I went over to the bookcase and I got my Harry Potter wand. Yes, I actually do have a Harry Potter wand. So does Diana. And we actually do keep them. These came from Magical Alley and took us a long time to get them in. But I'm going to prove something to you. Now, this woman, Deborah Virtue, and the other guy, whatnot, Brother Matthew, in the video. I'm actually going to try to find the video, get the link to it, and link to it down in the description down below. But they're saying that the spells and whatnot are real. Okay? That the spells in the books are real. So, if they are real, if they are actual real spells in those books, real magical powers, I'm going to be able to perform one just like how they do in the books. Now, what should I do? What should I do? Okay, I got one. I'm going to remind people of the scene where Hermione lights Severus Snape's cloak up, and it's in the first book. Harry's on the broomstick. It's during the Quidditch match. And suddenly his broomstick's going bonkers and whatnot. And they notice Severus Snape is locked eyes on Harry, and he's chanting. They believe he's casting a hex and whatnot. And Hermione sneaks underneath the bleachers and everything. And she gets up there, and this is actually in the movie, and she points her wand at Snape's cloak that's draped over the bleachers and whatnot. And she casts a small flame spell that lights his cloak on fire. Okay, so I'm going to get my candle out here. I'm going to set it right here. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right. So if this actually works, if the magic that's talked about in Harry Potter is for real, I should be able to cast a spell, and a jet of flame should come straight from the tip of my wand. I don't know if you guys can see the tip of my wand there, but it should come from the tip of my wand and light up this candle. Okay? So, we're going to do it. So, Lacarnum inflammare. Lacarnum inflammare. Wow. Doesn't seem to be working for me. I guess the werewolf claws that are in my wand just are defective or something. Yeah. Kingwood wand. Werewolf claw core. I guess I'm just defective. You know, I guess my wand's just defective or something, and who knows what. Yeah. Let's see here. One. Let's try it. Stupefy. Doesn't seem to be working. Okay. I got one. I got one here. I got one. I don't know if you can see my chalice right there. Wingardium Leviosa. You got to swish it and flick. Wingardium Leviosa. Nope. Not working. It's almost like the spells in Harry Potter are fake. How about that? Not real. How about that? Not real. Not real magic. Not real magic at all. Damn good stories, though. I love the Harry Potter books. I have the entire collection. I have the entire collection. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, The Crimes of Grindelwald. I've got both those movies. I've got the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child book. I've got the entire proper series from Sorcerer's Stone to Deathly Hallows. You know, all 7 books. We've got all the movies as well. You know, love the movies. I cried when Dumbledore died. Everything. That was like taking it out of my chest and just gut wrench. So, yeah. So, this is where I'm going to leave it off at. I'm going to leave a link to this woman's channel, and especially the video. It's a 40-minute video that she made. So, I've actually made about half the length of the video just in this. So, I'm going to leave a link to that down in the description below. Please tell me what you think in the comments down below. You know the routine. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. That way you know whenever I'm putting up another video. And if you don't, well, Iveta Kedavra. Damn it. No green flash or anything.